Alright folks, it's time for us to dive back into the Division 2 for the last time. I'm not leaving it because the game is bad or because I haven't had a good time with it. I just feel as if my time with the Division 2 has come to a natural end. So today we're going to knock out some control points and I'm going to ramble about why my time with the game is coming to an end. So let's get started. Something in me is just saying, you know what? Just play something else. Just play something else. And that's an okay feeling. That's an okay feeling. And there's nothing inherently wrong with that. You know, a lot of times people will flock to Reddits and Twitters and forums and they'll be like, man, I have nothing to do in this game. I feel like I want to quit. It's so like when I boot it up and I feel like I'm not making any progress. After 100 hours, what am I supposed to continue doing? And that feeling is kind of normal because you spend 100 hours doing anything and you get kind of tired of it. You get a little bit frustrated with it and you want to have that next bit of content. And that's not necessarily what's going on with me in the Division. I'm not looking for the next thing to do in the game because I've hardly engaged with the basic level things that there are to do in the game. But there's a sensation when I boot it up to make content for it that I'm running on a hamster wheel that's not going anywhere, and I want to remove that sensation from my brain. So that's the main reason that I'm going to put it down, right? And it's got nothing to do with fun. It's got nothing to do with enjoyment because I'm most likely still going to continue playing the Division in my spare time, but the idea of continuing to make content for the Division, making videos, doing play sessions and stuff like that, it feels like a road that's not going anywhere fast. And I don't want to be on that road. So what kind of road do I want to be on? Well, that's a good question. I'm not entirely sure, but what I do know is that there's a convoy and a territory control that are connected to this control point, and if we defeat both of them, we'll make it level 4, which will be super duper challenging. I'm ready. Let's do it. Is that underground? Well, we're not going to that. I don't even know how to get there. We'll just go do the territory control. I've really been enjoying Magic the Gathering Arena. That's been such an amazing ride for me for both making content and just as somebody that used to play Magic the Gathering a lot when I was younger, revisiting it after more than a decade really of taking an hiatus from it. It's so satisfying for me to see how far a simple card game has come. And even after having experienced a lot of the other digital card games for Magic the Gathering, seeing Magic the Gathering Arena, a very, very well done game, is really exciting for me. And it's continually improving too. That's what makes it even cooler. Another thing that's really caught my eye lately is Total War 3 Kingdoms. Right, and as I started out as a PC gamer when I was very young, when I was 4 or 5 years old, and my family got its first PC. And when I started out, some of the most exciting games that I played were strategy games, real-time strategy games. You go in, you build up your forces, you command them, you micromanage the hell out of it, and you kick ass and you take names. Feel like an overlord looking over the battlefield, telling everything where to go and what to do. And I've never played a Total War game, but from looking at it and seeing what it's all about, it looks like it captures that real-time strategy essence really well. So I want to dive into that. I want to experience that. I want to see what it does to my brain. Right? I want to transport myself back to the old days of dial-up when I was playing Empire Earth and really get a feel for that. Stop it. Stop it. You don't smack me, I smack you. And that too, that can get out of here. 1, 2, 3, you're gone. I think it exploded before I killed it. That's fine though. Another thing that's made me want to branch out a little bit away from the Division 2 and just move on to making content for a different game is the shooter-looter genre in general. If we're all honest with ourselves, it's kind of shit, okay? I'm not saying this game is bad. I'm not saying Destiny is bad. Anthem is a piece of crap. That's another story. I'm not saying Borderlands is bad. But overall, the online shooter-looter genre, it's just kind of not that good. Okay, if you like any of these games, it's fine. I like them too. But if we're all being honest with ourselves, there's that part in the back of your brain that's like, this is kind of shitty, right? Maybe that's just me. I won't speak for you. I'll speak for myself. The shooter looter genre has been bothering me a little bit lately, and I want to branch away from it. I do still want to check out the Season of Opulence when that starts in Destiny 2. I am still going to play the Division 2 in my spare time, but making content for the Division 2 in particular, essentially I'm experiencing a little bit of genre fatigue. We'll call it genre fatigue, where I've engaged with this genre for so long that I can see all of the cracks. I shot a civilian there, but there's no friendly fire, so it's not a big deal. I've experienced this genre for so long that I see all the faults in it. I see all the chinks in the armor, and it wears on my patience more than it would for a different gamer with different sensibilities, with different experiences. So it's just time for me to distance myself a little bit from the shooter looter genre and just experience other things, because there are so many other game types and styles that I enjoy that it would be silly of me, I think, to ignore them. And this goes along with the whole idea of me wanting to rekindle or discover really the essence of what it is to be a gamer, right? It all started with Islanders wanting to just play a small little indie game and experience that and go along for that ride. And that was such an enjoyable ride. And then I shift over to the Division, trying out a game that I just like, and it's been great. So now it's time for me to change and move on to rekindling a different emotion, to find another essence of what it means for me to be a gamer. And that for the moment means engaging with more strategy and tactics games, engaging with that Total War, that Magic the Gathering, and seeing what that feels like, man. Because, okay, serious question to anybody that's made it this far into the video. How much do you really think about what it means for you to be a gamer? What does gaming mean to you? How often do you really think about that? Me personally, I didn't really think about it all that much. And I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and in doing so, it's made me want to hold a microscope to the different games that I play and figure out why I play them, why I enjoy them, and also why I don't enjoy them, right? Because when I look at the Division, the main thing that I enjoy about the game is just exploring the world, doing control points, and kind of goofing around. A secondary thing is making builds, constructing a perfect loadout, which I still haven't done, and I'm gonna do it eventually, but it's gonna take me a million years to do it. None of it's gonna be done in a timely fashion, so that we don't need to worry about that. But what are the things that I don't like about it? Probably the main thing, and this is something that kind of permeates the shooter looter genre in general, is an over-reliance on DPS. As someone that grew up, in addition to playing real-time strategy games and first-person shooters, Doom, Quake, and all that stuff, I also grew up on the MMORPG, the holy trinity of tank, heals, and DPS. That's something that is sorely lacking in... Oh my gosh, these explosions. The holy trinity is something that always feels like it is lacking in the shooter looter genre, and that's by design. But I miss that, man. I like the holy trinity of MMORPGs, the classics, the classic need for a tank, the need for a healer, the need for somebody to go all out on damage while somebody else controls the battlefield. I love that aspect of RPG style games, and shooter looters never really have that, you know, and that's okay. That's not, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that being a thing, you know. A lot of times criticisms can seem like a window to saying something is wrong because it is the way it is, right? But me saying that there's no means for a tank, there's no place for a tank, healer, and DPS in a game like the Division and Destiny and all that stuff, that doesn't necessarily mean the game is bad. It doesn't mean the game is bad at all. It's just the nature of the game. Right? Ooh. Girl, you better stop hitting me with that stick. Stop it. Stop it. Is this thing on? Oh, this is on. This thing has been kind of shooting at me this whole time. And I didn't even notice it. And so in looking at the different games that I play with a more scrutinous lens and figuring out more of why I like them, why I dislike them, and really analyzing my experiences with them, it has also led me to analyzing games like Magic the Gathering and seeing why they bring me so much satisfaction. And my desire to explore those things is driving me to move away from the Division and move towards Total War 3 Kingdoms. Now, with all of that said, I almost died a couple times, so it's time to get serious. Let's focus down on killing these stupid ass hyenas. Ain't nobody got time for these hyenas. Better back your ass up. Back up. There we go. I feel like I'm cheesing a little bit by staying up here. Never mind. I changed my mind. This place is not as safe as I thought it was. Oof. It's a good thing I have 2 healing skills equipped, because if I didn't, I would totally be dead. Oh, that's not good at all. He's got a very big gun. I should probably... Ooh, let me throw an incendiary grenade on him, so he'll catch on fire, and he'll be kind of crowd controlled a little bit. And then I'm gonna walk up to him. Oh, this is not what I wanted. I should probably just run, right? That's probably a better idea. He's still on fire. I'll just shoot him in the whatever. It's way too dark for me to be able to see anything clearly. Okay, enemy leader neutralized. We're doing work here. We're doing things correctly. There we go. Control point cleared. As soon as the civilians get here... Oh, never mind. I thought I was going to have to wait until the civilians got here before needing to defend it. But just have to straight up defend it by myself. The civilians are taking their sweet time. Hopefully they hurry up a little bit. Because there's a lot of these guys. Oh... Grenade incoming. Let's roll out of the way. None of my healing skills are ready, so that feels a bit scary. I heard you. You probably shouldn't scream as you're approaching someone from behind, because that will alert them of your presence. Girl, you better stop. What? No. Nope. There you go. Whew. That got a little bit hairy. But you know, this feeling right here of intensity, this is something that I will never stop enjoying in the Division 2, and that's why I love doing control points so much. Is because let's go down. It's because they're so dynamic and exciting. Of course, the more you do them, the more you become accustomed to the enemies that you can face. But you can face multiple factions at every control point, so it's the experience is relatively varied. You know what? Okay, this guy is doing too much. We need to light him on fire and then shoot him with a bunch of crossbows. So we'll do that. Switch over to the crossbow. Come on, is it not gonna break? Is this bad against armor or something? No, there we go. We finally broke it, but we had to use all of our bolts to not even get the kill on him. That's a bit odd that my signature weapon at maximum effectiveness takes 5 shots to kill a single heavy guy. I'm not in a good spot right now, actually. This is pretty bad. We're kind of trapped in a corner. There's a lot of enemies. They're all kind of shooting at us at the same time. But between my 2 healing drones and the incendiary grenade that I thought I threw, we're okay. And this exotic shotgun that I have is really awesome. The ability to get that shield when things are getting super hectic like that is very clutch, very valuable. Okay, we're almost done though. We're doing a level 3 control point. We almost died a lot of times, but we haven't died. So that means That means that I'm better at this game now. I'm at, oh my god. Oh my god. Spoke too soon. Hubris gets me every freaking time. Maybe it's not hubris, maybe it's comedic timing. I don't know. In any case, we're almost there. We are almost at the end. And I think it would be really great if I could go through this final play session of the Division 2 without dying. Wouldn't that just make this the perfect way to end? The answer is yes, by the way. The answer is yes. Like 2 of them left. There we go. Enemy leader neutralized. Oh, that's all of them. That's all of them. Well, this guy's still here, but I think he's trying to peace out. I'm not going to let him, though. You don't get to just walk away. So we did it. Okay, so we beat this. We beat the control point at level 3. We didn't. I keep saying we. This is the thing that I do. I talk about myself as if I'm 2 people, and I should probably stop doing that because it's a little bit weird. But it doesn't matter. We beat the control point. You know what it is? It's because you're in this with me together. We're doing this together. So we beat the control point. I didn't beat it. We beat it. But I got better at the game. I'm feeling more confident about myself in the Division. But with all of that said, I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna put it down, and that's okay. I feel a sense of fulfillment. I feel a sense of not necessarily completion, but I feel okay about putting the game down after having played it for 7 play sessions, I think I did, or maybe 6. But it feels okay. You know, I don't know that the Division 2 was ever going to be a permanent staple on iBluairJgR, but it felt like a pretty good ride, you know? So with all of that said, we're going to wrap things up here by saying the name of the game is the Division 2. The name of the channel is iBluairJgR. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for plenty more content on the channel. It's a journey. Come along for the ride with me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.